so we fast forwarded about 10-15 minutes. Check it out. This stuff's really starting to thicken up. You can see that it's reduced in its volume by at least a third, more like a half. At this point, we've got this thickness. You can even see it when it's hot. It's thick like a hot maple syrup. That's what you're looking for. Another thing to look at, if you look at the bottom of this pan when I turn it, you can see those bubbles on the bottom of the pan. That's why you're stirring it all the time, to keep it from burning on the bottom. A lot of people having problems burning it. You got to keep it moving. So at this point, I remove it from the heat for a second. Add a carefully measured amount of mirin. About a teaspoon, less than a tablespoon. Put it back on the heat. Get it going again. You can smell the difference right there. Give it a little taste test. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, right now is when I decide what I want. Do I want a thin glaze or do I want a thick glaze? You can see it's pretty thick. Imagine when it's cold, it'll be really, really thick. I'm going to go ahead and reduce this batch down a little bit more. We're going to make a thick little bit of syrup out of it, and we're going to finish it off with a little bit of ginger. So, kind of got that where we want it. For today, what we're going to do, because it's simple, is we're going to use a little bit of powdered ginger. Normally we would use pressed ginger, quarter-size rounds, peeled, 4 or 5 of them in here. We're going to use powdered ginger today just for making it easy. We're going to use about a teaspoon of that. We're going to put it back on the heat for a second, incorporate that. You could whisk it if you wanted to be real chefy, but if you could smell this, you would smell that rich ginger flavor from that oil being released. Okay, that's what we want. It's ready to rock and roll. Now what do we do? How do we use it? Well, we got to let it cool off. So what we do is, we turn our fire off, we remove it from the heat. You can put it on a pan or another burner to do this, and we immediately start cooling it off because we want it cold. So we're going to let this cool off to room temperature before we put it in a container or anything else. So that's it. That's your soy ginger glaze. It's ready to go. All you got to do is let it cool off. Bottle it. Put it in one of these squeeze bottles. Put it in your fridge. It'll stay nice for a month or two. By then you'll have burned through it anyhow, so you'll have to make more. That's the soy ginger glaze. Good luck.